Good evening and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Igbe. Today I'm coming back with part 2 of Visitor's Guide to Visiting Nigeria. So the last time we stopped at number 10. Today we continue at number 11. Oh yeah, make we they go. So make it not toxic, nobody tell you. That's why they tell now. So alright, number 11. So number 11. So this is for people that say you're going to go to school, like secondary school, which is high school or middle school in Nigeria, or even elementary school, which we call primary school in Nigeria. So maybe your parents decide to send you home to Niger to go to school. My brothers and my sisters, or my smallies as I will call them, because if you are still in secondary school, you are a kid, you're a child. Please, 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 when you get to Niger, respect your teachers. Don't say nobody told you. Hey, you know when they say the person, they use koboko, humble. That's what Nigerian teachers will do to you. Well, they won't literally carry koboko, but they carry cane. So this is not American schools where they can't touch the children, or before anything they will write you notes, tell your parents or call your parents here. Back home, actually, after the teacher finished beating you, if whatever you did was really bad, then they will not tell you to call your parents. And if they tell you to call your parents, you might as well be dead. So you might as well just tell the teacher, say, can you beat me twice? Except you are going to all those Ajibota school, that they don't beat children. But the average school in Nigeria, the teachers stay, discipline kids. So if you are going to Nigerian school, please respect your teachers. So number 12 is fruit trees that bear fruits can be found in people's homes. So one thing that I've noticed in America is that you can't just be walking and see like orange tree in somebody's house, or apple tree in somebody's house. But in Nigeria, you will see some people's houses have like orange trees growing, and you can see some people's houses have like tangerine, lemon. You can plant edible fruit in your house, so that is not a big deal. So you don't have to like go to an orchard. You don't have to like make special trip or take a special trip to go see orange growing, like they do here. Oh, we have to go to an apple orchard today, and that one doesn't happen in Nigeria, except you are going to the farm where you go and see like a whole lot of fruit at one time. But if you want to see a whole lot of fruit at one time, you can go to Mr. John's house, you will see orange tree, and go to Mr. Paul's house, you will see pineapple fruit, and go to Mr. Sisieko's house and you will see ebelebo growing, which is almond fruit. So if you go to the whole, like all the houses in the neighborhood, you probably literally see all the fruits. So that the whole street is like an orchard. It's not like a forest, it's a house, but they just have a tree that they can eat the fruit in their house. So don't be surprised, don't be alarmed, that is allowed. So number 13 is well, you can also see live animals in around the neighborhood. Like people can actually have like chickens, and people can actually have like goats in their houses. So it's like pet. It's not really pet. No. Let me not mislead you guys. It's not really pet. So you can have a chicken that you're rearing, and maybe like Christmas time you kill the chicken and eat the chicken, and goat, and you can have goats, and you can just see these animals roaming around, so don't be alarmed. They're not going to chase you, except you go looking for their trouble, then they will, especially goats. But if you do your own thing, they go do their own thing. So don't be alarmed when you see chicken just like barking, or goat just bleating, going about his business. You go about your business too. That is normal in Nigeria. So, and number 14 is open market. So in Nigeria, we do have open markets. So which is like it's like a flea market, but this is not for just clothes mainly. So you can also have like food. So you know like how they have Walmart and Kroger and Aldi over here, but back home they do have supermarket. You know, now that they're springing up like ShopRite and all, but don't let YouTube fool you. The average person in Nigeria still goes to an open market, which is like Olia Market, New Bini Market, K2 Market, My 12 Market, open market where you bargain. You know, there's no price tag. You go, they tell you this thing is 200 naira, which naira is our currency, and you say, ah, madam, you know, say 150, or oga, you know, say 100, you know, and be careful when you're pricing, because if you price too low, they might use the fish to beat you. So yeah, so don't let all those shop rights, going to the mall, YouTube videos that you're watching fool you. The average person in Nigeria goes to an open market, so those are more common than supermarkets. Okay, and number 15 is homes are fenced. So you'll notice in America they don't really have like fenced homes. Most of the homes are like, even if it's fenced, it's like picket fence, is that what they call it, like little wood fence that goats can jump. You know, no, in Nigeria people actually fence their homes because, you know, you don't want thieves to come to your house. But mind you, in most homes, even if they're fenced, the doors are left opened. You know, for the homes that are not fenced, not all homes are fenced, by the way, but for the ones that are not fenced, in the morning you wake up, you open your doors, you leave it open, and in the evening you go to bed and you shut your door. So, you know, like in America, nobody leaves their door open. No fence, but nobody leaves their door open. You know, doors are locked all the time. Even when you're in the house, doors are locked all the time. But in Nigeria, if you have fence, you can have fence, but your main door will still be open inside your compound. And even if you don't have fence, you don't have a fenced house, your doors are left open during the day, except you went to work or something. But if there's somebody in the house, in the compound, the doors are left open, and in the and windows too. So cross ventilation is essential, and doors and windows are left opened. And in the evening when you're going to bed, that's when everybody starts shutting their door. So don't be alarmed when you're walking past somebody's house and their door is opened. It's normal. All right. And number 16 will be bachelor's degree is not a big deal. So why did I put this there is that in Nigeria, you know, it's kind of weird that we have a whole lot of bachelor degree holders, but there's no job. And in America, they don't have a whole lot of bachelor degrees holder, and there's a whole lot of job. Isn't that weird? So I don't know, Nigerians, I think we just have a whole lot of faith. We have faith that we go to school and there will be a job. You know, so it's a priority to have a bachelor's degree. So you know, they'll clap for you that you have a bachelor's degree, but you are not special when you have a bachelor's degree, because people are just like shunning at master's degree and PhD. Maybe I don't know about PhD, but master's degree is like everywhere now. So bachelor's degree is just like something you get. It's not something like, you know, you have broken a record. Nope. Number 17 is another thing that you will know if you're African American or you're black or you just like to do your hair. You know, braids, like Africans, braids are not expensive in Nigeria. Cutting your hair is not expensive. So if you want to braid your hair, you want to fix weave-on, you want to go cut your hair at the barber salon, it's not expensive. So let me tell you guys a story. When I first moved to America, I did this million twist, those little tiny needle twist. I did it and I came. So when I first came, a month into this hair was still shiny and new because it's really tiny, you know. I was gonna take it off because that was what I was used to in Nigeria. You know, you do your hair doesn't stay in your head forever because it's very cheap to do hair. So I was going to take it off. My dad was like, no, this hair is still nice. This hair is still nice. I was like, nope, because I was used to having this hair and taking it off like this. So with that consultation, I took these braids down, and before I started pricing how much to do hair, when they told me, when you are JJC in America now, you still be converting all your dollar to naira. When they told me, I was like, oh, that was why my dad was telling me that this hair was still new. So, but the reverse is the case. When you go to Nigeria, you can actually do your hair every week if you like, because it's cheap and you don't have to make all this ridiculous appointment of, oh, I can't do your hair this month, come next month. No, you can take your braids, go to the, you don't even have to take your braids, go to the market, or to the salon, you walk in, you don't have to have appointments except you're going to a very fancy one, and you can just sit down. They will even call you, sister, come do your hair, come do your hair, So it's hair is not really a big deal, it's not really expensive to do hair in Nigeria. So if you're African American, or you're of African descent, um or you just like to do your hair, don't do your hair when you're going to Africa or Nigeria. Save your money, go to Nigeria, and you can get a very fly, nice hairstyle for that cheap money. All right, so number 18 is, don't wear miniskirt if you're going to northern part of Nigeria. Miniskirt, bum short, those things, please. So in Nigeria, let me tell you, we respect each other's culture, as much as people would think we don't respect each other, we do. So say I'm going to the north, right? I won't go and be wearing mini skirt. I will wear a very long skirt or tie wrapper and tie my hair. You know why? Because I know over there they don't like people exposing their self like that, and I don't want to be humiliated. So I just respect myself, and I respect the people I'm going to go, the people that live over there. So if I'm living in the south, in southern part of Nigeria, I can decide to wear mini skirt. It's not like bike men will still say ashewo. It's not like they will still call you prostitute for wearing mini skirt, but at least it's not as bad if you're up north. They don't like that. So I feel like if you respect people's culture and religion, you will do just fine. So if you have to travel to like Abuja, Kaduna, or Nasarawa, or somewhere Zamfara, please don't wear bomb shot. Don't wear a mini skirt, so you won't go and say, Nigerians, they are very barbaric, they this. Somebody told you, respect people's culture, respect people's religion. If they say they don't like mini skirt, if you are going there, as long as you're not going to go live there the rest of your life, wear what they can, what they like. And when you're out of there, back in the United States, you can wear your bomb shot where nobody complains about something like that. All right, thank me later. So, and number 19 is, you don't have to change your license plate when you move from state to state. Okay, so this happened to me. I used to live in Boston, so later I moved to Texas. And when I moved to Texas, they were like, oh, you have to change your license plate, you have to change your license, you have to change everything. So in Nigeria, things like that don't happen. If you have a car in Lagos, you can take your car to Benin. You don't have to change your license plate, you don't have to change your license, you don't have to do all those changes. I just feel like it's one Nigeria. Why am I changing all these things? It's not the same government, but it doesn't really, in America it doesn't fly like that. So, but in Nigeria, if you buy a car in Lagos and you decide to relocate to like Ibadan, you don't have to change your license plate. And number 20 is, when somebody say, I want to go bath, I want to go and bath, it means I want to go and take a shower, I want to go and bathe. So instead of bathe, we call it bath. I don't know where we got bath from, but we call bathe, taking a shower, bath. So when somebody say, I want to go and bath, I want to go bath, no, they're going to the shower. So number 20 is bike, and can be used as motor bikes can be used as means of transportation. So So when you know the bike now, the like Harley Davidson. Well, it's not really as expensive as Harley Davidson. They have some Honda bikes. They use those as public transportation in Nigeria. So that's why when I came here, when people say, "Oh, when I retire, I'll go and buy a bike and we'll go and ride a bike," I'm like thinking to in my head, what special I buy a bike now? When I see people on Sunday, I'm coming back from church, they are wearing, biking, they are holding their husband's back like this in the bike. I'm like, why are they even in a bike? Me, I'm just thinking about the dangerous part. So in Nigeria, bike is just normal. You use it as, we call it Okada. You use it as public transportation. There's nothing special about bike. So if you haven't entered bike here in America before, don't worry. When you get to Nigeria, you have an opportunity to enter bike because it's used as public transportation. I think they banned it in Lagos or something, but some states still use bike for public transportation. Another one is medication. Is called drugs in Nigeria. So when you see somebody say, "I want to go and buy drugs," it means medication. They are not doing drugs. So I know in America, when you say, "I want to go and buy drugs," it means you want to go and buy like cocaine or marijuana. So no. In Nigeria, we call drugs medication drugs. So yeah. So when somebody tell you, "Oh, I'm not feeling well, I want to go and buy drugs," don't think they're weird or they're drug dealers. No, they're not. That's what we call medication drugs. So and the other one is and medication can, you don't really, it's not everything you like need doctor's prescription. It's just like, yeah, some things are over the counter, but a whole lot more are over the counter over there. You can just go to the chemist man and say, "I want medicine," so it's open pharmacy. You can go and get something, and people don't really have insurance in Nigeria, like health insurance. They don't have that. I don't know if they have it now because I've been gone for a while. So but you just, if you're sick, you go to the hospital, you pay, and they render you services. So unlike here, you have to have health insurance and stuff like that, except you're on the free one, then you get a free one. But most people have health insurance, but in Nigeria it's not like that. If you're sick, you go to the hospital, they bill you and you pay. And if you're driving, please drive carefully in Nigeria because most people don't have car insurance either. So if they hit you or you hit them, they will just be telling you, "Madam, I beg," or "God, I beg." They will beg you and beg you and beg you and beg you, and you go and fix your car by yourself. So if you see somebody driving like a maniac, please move jejeje away from them. Suffer, go to one corner, because if they hit you, you are on your own. No. So because most people don't have car insurance. I know few people do have, it is there, but a lot of people don't really use that services in Nigeria. So you drive at your own risk, basically. So be careful. If you want to hire a driver, you probably can, because that services is not that expensive either. You can just take Uber. There's Uber in Nigeria. So yeah, so those are my list of guides of, living in Nigeria or visiting Nigeria, or so those are my list, and I kind of running it up like over there. And don't say somebody didn't tell you, they want you for some, you don't go and be telling police, "I know my rights, I know my rights." In Nigeria, before you know your rights, you probably be dead. So I know it's kind of sad to say, but yeah, we are afraid of policemen over there. We don't just go and be telling police, "Oh, you can't do this, I know my right, I'm gonna sue you, and others so don't happen in Nigeria. So if policeman just pull you over, just say, "Oga, I beg, waiting happen, and at the speed, I beg, no vex," just be very polite. If you're polite, it will get you a long way. All those before you, if you take it up like this, they will snap it before it gets down. So don't say somebody didn't tell you. Okay. All right, thank you very much for stopping by my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't, and to all my previous subscribers, thank you very much for supporting me. I'm so grateful. You would have clicked someone else's video, but you clicked mine, and you actually stayed and watched it, and you hit the subscribe button, and some of you actually went ahead to leave a comment. I really truly